going on? KT Productionz back on screen again. I'm usually behind the scenes, but this time I'll step out of the shadows. So I listened to. I wasn't going to touch this. I was just going to let other people just cover it. I wasn't going to touch it, but I did give it a listen. I tried to give it a listen. Drake Iceman. Being fair, I'm not a fan of his, but I listened to some hip hop stuff. As you can see behind me, well, you can't really see, but check this channel. I do the purest kind of hip hop stuff, but I gave it a listen. Overall, a lot of it's not for me, but it's a few joints on there that's pretty cool. A couple tracks are pretty cool. Initially, I was like, what is this? When I first put it on, it was starting out the first couple. Those weren't it for me. Real slow rapping, not passionate, just empty, just not for me at all. But when it got down to a few joints, I said, okay. There's a couple joints that was okay. That was decent. I ain't going, I ain't trying, because I'm not a fan of his. I'm not a big fan of him. I think he's more manufactured, more made up. It's just not, it's not right. He's cookie cutter, as I call it. He just takes some dough and they say, oh, we got one. This is the mold. This is what we're going to run with. He's cookie cutter to me. And from the MC that I came up listening to, there's no comparison. Yes, he's rich. Yes, he got money. Yes, he got all the success and fame and all that stuff. But when it comes to the purist and what your ears are liking, it's just not for me. It's for people. My nephew, he likes it. But my nephew also likes the real stuff too. So it came up more with him. He came up more with Drake and them, where I was, we Wu-Tang, we Nas. We AZ just dropped AZ, we KRS over here, Black Thought, Most Def, or Yasin Bey, Alchemist, Production, all that kind of stuff. That's all of our, that's what we are, we all heads. But the Drake is a couple that I did like. This song, Plot Twist. Some are pretty dope. He was rapping more. I think I like him better upbeat. The singing, I don't like the singing stuff. The auto tuning on the voice, get all that out of there, strip it down, and just get to some. Keep your, I guess, electronic beats are fine, but it's missing the soul in there. It's not for me. But like I said, there was a few that I like. Plot Twist was dope. I thought National Treasures was dope. He called himself like a national treasure. I said, okay, cool. He got fans. He got people. He got all the stuff you could want when it comes to being an artist. That was dope. Too Hard for Radio. Decent joint. Like I said, I like his upbeat stuff. When he's slower rapping, it just sounds too stale. It's too. Nah, that's slow rapping. That's Guru. We got our slow rhythm. The monotone. That's Guru from Gangstar rather. Yeah, the slower ones I don't necessarily like him when he's doing it slow because it sounds too empty. But another joint that was doing, Firm Friends. That was dope. I thought that was a nice track. Actually, he was slower rapping on that one. Firm Friends it was called. That was some slower rap. And it was pretty cool. The production was, as far as it was, Conductor Williams did the beat. So the beat was dope. It was sampled. It was it sounded like a sample anyway. It sounded like a soul sample slowed down. And he was doing his thing on that. But overall, it's long. It's too long, I think. Iceman, he's calling himself the Iceman. The only Iceman, I guess, Ice Diamonds. I mean, you froze. I don't know. It's a play on the Michael Jackson glove thing. People pointing out the symbolism with that. 3 records, too much. Just too much. He's dissing people. Somebody had to do the breakdown because I don't really know all the gist. I know he's dissing Dr. Dre. He's dissing Jay-Z. Still mentioning the Kendrick. That's still the battle that he lost. That's still on his mind, it seems. Yeah, just not my kind of artist, but I wanted to be fair with it. Like, it's a few that's dope. Them slow down ones, his singing ones, toss them, get them out of here. Them get them out of here. Get all of that out of here. Get them ones out of here. I like him more upbeat because he was rhyming. He was rhyming a little bit. He was rapping. It ain't supreme lyricism. He ain't no Black Thought, but he was holding it down on some. He was holding it down. Holding it down on a few, but just to to be fair with, there's a couple on there, like that's like 4 or 5 joints that I said, okay, these are some rap songs right here. This is some hip hop right here, but by and large, overall, just not my kind of artist. But for a rap channel like I have a hip hop channel, I just wanted to touch it, just to go on there a little bit, just to talk about it a little bit. But the album that I do like is the AZ. legendary AZ, man. Him and Nas will probably end up doing a project together. Everybody I want the KRS and Nas, but the AZ and Nas has to happen first. So I know that has to happen first before a KRS and Nas could get together. But yeah, so that's it with the Drake thing. Yeah, just not my kind of artist, not my kind of MC, you know, huge celebrity, huge star, all of that. But 3 records, I heard that he's trying to knock, I think he's out of his deal now. I think he wanted to get out of his deal, so he did those 3 records to be done with it. And I think 3 is too much for anybody, and there's 3 separate genres. So I'm not even going to check the other 2. I found out that Iceman was the rap one. So let me check out the hip hop joint. Let me check out the rap one. So yeah, man, that's about it. It's KT Productionz here. Had to check out the Iceman. Oh man, the Iceman. But yeah, he rolled out a campaign for it. I was following. He rolled out a campaign. He was doing all kind of stuff to build up hype for it. His fans are crazy, man. Drake fans are nuts. I was going in the comments. I'm like, wow, they're really eating this up like it's some supreme music. It's just middle. It's mid-ground, mid. He ain't no supreme lyricist. They're like, you hear these bars? I'm like, wow. Have y'all not heard Black Thought? No, if you ain't, like, not to say he got to be Black Thought, but nah, it's cool though. It's cool. I know he understands. Everybody got their generation. Like I said, those are our MCs. The Big Daddy Kanes, those are our MCs that kind of untouchable. Even to this day, Kane could probably come out. I ain't saying he would do numbers like a Drake, but he could put out solid work. But yeah, but the AZ's fire, man. The AZ project is dope. It's dope. It's not too long. It's full. It's rich. He's a veteran. These are what veterans do. They get the right producers. The features are dope. Lyricism, man. You would think we ain't seen him in a long time. But AZ sharp. I mean, he stepped out on the Nas project. Him and Nas, My Story, Your Story, I think it was called, on the Light Years joint. Then Nas is back on here. So they're going to do a record together, I'm sure. But yeah, it's on Mass Appeal. I didn't get the vinyl of it because if you know this channel, you've been checking. I'm slowing down with the records. But so yeah, y'all. KUT Productionz. I'm going to get out of here. Stay tuned for another video. It's been coming back here and there, little videos here and there. Shout out to the homie Daryl D2. Thanks for the shout out, bro. Appreciate you. All right, y'all. I'm out. Salute. Peace.